Hello everybody! Happy Tuesday. We are just getting home. We've been gone like all day. We had a really fun family day. It was just a lot of fun. So we're just getting home. I actually needed to start coding for a little bit, but I sat down to start, and then I'm like, I really haven't been able to work my business at all today because we've been gone. So, and I feel like before I do something that I dread, like coding, that I needed to sit and do something that like energizes me and is fun, and I don't know, it lets my creativity side flow a little bit. So I've just been following up with some of my teammates that have reached out to me today, started reaching out to some customers, so I'm like just getting into starting to like respond to all the messages today. So whenever you get on here, please say hi, let me know that you're watching, and if you catch the replay, then let me know that as well. So this morning I'm going to share a few different things with you, so it might be a little all over, but it's all like really good information, so hang in there with me. This morning I decided to, if you've been following me at all lately, I'm just being really intentional with what I'm doing with my time and with my energy, and something that I am doing intentionally for my time is to kind of get back in with personal development. And so I was up super early with Coco this morning, and I decided to turn on Netflix, but I'm like, I'm not watching a show. I'm not going to watch like a lovey Hallmark type movie, even though that's what I want, but it's not going to, pour into me. Like, it's not going to energize me. It's not going to give me anything to grow from. So I went to the search bar and I typed in law of attraction, and first of all, if you've never watched The Secret, if you've never participated in the 30-day law of attraction like gimmick thing that they have in The Secret, it's so good, so good. But I didn't really, that was kind of like my last resort. I do like going back and forth to watch it every now and then, but I just kind of wanted something else. And then I came across this show, or it was like more of a skit, if you will, and I really don't like reading from paper. Even like when I did last week, I talked about the magic of journaling and how healing it is. I like, all of that was my own writing, and I still don't like reading it from paper because I just don't feel like it feels as genuine. But I couldn't memorize all of this, and it was too good to not share with you guys. I know a lot of people can resonate with this. Anyone, I mean, you don't have to be on my team to resonate with this. You don't have to be in network marketing. Like, this is for anyone, but it was mainly about choosing courage over comfort. So I'm going to read it to you, and then I'll tell you who it's by and what I watched, because it was so good. And I'm actually not even done, just because we decided to get started with our day, and we've, just been gone. So it says, if you, and there is a curse word in there, so my apologies if it offends you. It is what it is. It's like in what the person said, and I'm gonna leave it the way that she said it. So, and it's not that bad. But it says, if you are not in the arena getting your ass kicked on occasion because you were being brave, I'm not interested in or open to your feedback about my work. There are millions of cheap seats in the world today, especially with social media. Holy freaking cow. Filled with people who will never once step foot in the arena. They will never once put themselves out there. They will never once be brave enough to do either of those things. But they will make it a full-time job to hurt and judge you for doing what you're doing. And she goes on to say that we have to get out of the habit of catching their words and dissecting what they're saying and holding on to them. We just need to drop them. She said, let them drop on the floor. They're in the cheap seats. You cannot take criticism from anyone in the cheap seats. And it was just so good to hear that. And which I know, like I know, and it really just kind of fell in line with what I've been feeling lately about leveling up. And in the process of leveling up, this is what I've been talking to myself about this week and with my team, is that in the process of leveling up, you will become too much for people. And I never understood what that meant until now. Because now I can feel that I am shifting and I am growing and I am evolving and I am leveling up and I'm becoming too much for people. And at first I was kind of taken back by it, and I was like I don't like that, because I love people and I want them to love me in return the way that they had been. But the thing is, like, they are here, and that's okay. They're not in a position to level up like I am. And it's like finally coming to full circle for me, and it's finally starting to make sense that might not really understand why I'm kind of losing these people or not being as close to these people as I was before, but it's because I'm leveling up. And when you level up, you will become too much for people, and I'm finally like grasping that. Coco. No, I guess she doesn't want to be in here. So that is what has been on my heart lately with leveling up. And hi, Lynette. Oh, I miss you, friend. That's what's been on my heart lately with leveling up, and just knowing that in the process of leveling up, growing, evolving, changing, you will become too much for people and you will become separated, and that's okay. You don't need to stay back here. Do not stay here because you are afraid of losing those connections. Because if you stay over here because you're afraid to lose these connections, even if they're great connections, even if they are great supporters of your business or whatever it is you're doing in your life, you can't stay there. You have to keep going, because there is so much more out there. And sometimes in the process it doesn't feel like it, but there is so much more out there, and there are thousands and thousands of people that are going to replace what you had over here that you thought was so great and you thought you couldn't move away from. There's thousands over here cheering you on, strangers cheering for you, rooting for you. Like, that's the cycle, like the evolution part of leveling up. Like, you just go. And that, once I heard that piece this morning for, choosing courage over comfort, hello, I mean, that's what it's all about. Oh, yes, girl. Shine bright, friend. Don't let anyone. I am trying not to, Lynette, but, I feel like I have to be real and I have to be vulnerable because, well, darn it, I didn't write that note down. It's in my phone. I was taking notes on my phone as she was talking. But I actually posted about it this morning on my Facebook page, and it said something like, vulnerability is not about winning, it is not about losing, it is about being brave enough to show up regardless of what the outcome is. Being brave enough to show up regardless of what the outcome is. Being vulnerable is so powerful. So powerful. I don't even listen to people anymore when they, think that being vulnerable is showing sign of weakness. I can't even, fathom that anymore. I'm just like, okay, you're on a different wavelength than me, and that's okay. I've already leveled up from that. Come here, baby. Because to me, that, being vulnerable is so brave, and that's how you know someone. That's, to me, it's kind of goes along with to know someone is to love them. To love them is to know them. And that's just it. Thank you, Megan. Okay, so it's just all been coming full circle. So I'm like, holy cow, that's why I took so many notes when I heard her talking this morning, because that is something that's been on my heart. And it really tied in with leveling up just as a person in your business. And, like Lynette saying not to let anyone dim my light. It's been hard not to. It has happened. But I'm quick, and I can quickly switch that shift in my mind and be like, I'm not close with them because I'm leveling up. I'm working so hard and I'm being so intentional with where I want to go and with where I want to be. I have no choice but to go up. I have no choice. And it's okay that they aren't there with me. That's not their journey. And I love them and let them go. And that's just it. And I will keep moving on. I will keep growing. I will keep evolving because that's who I am. I am a light to others. I love positivity. I love helping people and loving on people. And I'm just going to keep growing in that way. I have no choice. That's just who I am. So the piece that I watched, I couldn't believe that it was actually on Netflix, but I think I'm a little over halfway done with it now. But it was by Brené Brown. Has anyone ever heard of her? I never heard of her until they put her on Netflix. So I was so thankful that one, I got on Netflix this morning thanks to this little girl. 5 o'clock. I mean, she's not a great sleeper anyways, but to like be up for good at 5 was not, I mean, it is what it is. I don't even care anymore. It just, it is what it is. This too shall pass. We did it all, we did it with Django, and she'll eventually love to sleep like we do. But anyway, so I was thankful that I got on Netflix, and I was thankful that I chose to be productive with my time on Netflix, because just because you're on Netflix doesn't mean that you have to get sucked into a season or a movie. Like, I love like those mushy, corny Hallmark type movies that are on Netflix. I love them. And of course, they're always updating with new ones, but I was being intentional with my time. I'm up at 5, sure, I could go ahead and watch an hour and a half long cheesy movie, but I'm not going to grow from that movie. Maybe in my imagination, but my imagination doesn't pay my bills in that way. So I'm thankful that I chose to be intentional with that. And I watched a Brené Brown skit. I forget what it's called. It might actually be called Choosing Courage Over Comfort. I believe it's also the only thing that she has on Netflix at the moment. So, and her name is Brene Brown, for anyone that has not heard of her. And then I also wanted to share a couple other things with you. So last night, I found out that I have the opportunity to win $100 in cash to put towards our Thanksgiving dinner through pharmacy, through my upline. And this is a Teamwide challenge, so all I have to do from now until Saturday, Saturday's our cutoff, is sell $150 worth of products. That's it. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I'm definitely working towards that. Yeah, I'm so thankful, and I was so excited when I saw she was doing that. She always does incentives for us, and actually last week, she had a little challenge for us, and I just won. I found out yesterday that I won that challenge. So she's sending me a brand new journal that she had ordered, and I'm so excited because that's what I've been doing for the past couple months with my women's empowerment group, is practicing our journaling. And it's actually, I always say it's a women's empowerment, but it's actually it's called Sacred Money Mastery Group. It is very much so women empowerment. I mean, that's really why we're there. But Sacred Money Mastery, it really just, it helps you switch your mindset around money, and it helps you view money differently, and it helps you see money for what it is, as an energy, and how to attract it and how to bring it in more freely and without being stressed and financially tied all the time. I found this girl, actually I've been following her. We've been following one another on Instagram since I started network marketing 3.5 years ago. And we've both just kind of watched one another. We've chatted back and forth a little here and there. And then I really connected with her for good this past summer. And she's phenomenal. So if anyone's interested in that group, it is an investment. So I did have to pay to be in there. Let me know. It's really cool. The things that, we go over, and it's a different experience than what you may expect. And then the other thing I wanted to share with you, so I don't even think that I've gone live about this on my personal page. I know I talk a lot about this in my VIP group, my Happy Healing with Katie group. I can't remember if I've gone live on here. I feel like I have, but maybe not. But in October, I became an affiliate. I signed up to become an affiliate for a boutique, an online boutique store. It's so freaking cute. They're based out of Arizona. They're a Christian family. It's family owned, and they just have, I mean, boutique clothes are adorable. I don't know anyone that doesn't like boutique clothes, and I wanted to sign up for the discount. Um, with the boutique, you get paid every Friday. Like, it's just kind of cool. But I was like, well, I'm just going to kind of share it leisurely here and there because pharmacy is my full-time gig. Plus I got Django to school. And plus until January, I have coding to do as well. So I've kind of got my plate full. But I wouldn't mind sharing a little here and there just to kind of dabble around with it. And I logged in, you know, I had said when I first hopped on here that I was logging on to see what customers had done today, teammates have done today, and I was taking screenshots, and I logged into the back office for my clothing boutique, and I have $405 in sales this month. I have no idea. I mean, I do know because the universe is amazing, and it's just what I'm putting out there, but I share I'll share in my stories, my Facebook and Instagram stories, some boutique clothes, mainly when we do restocks. They do restocks weekly. Multiple times a week they'll do restocks. So if there's something, if you went to the site right now and something you want is out of stock or just out of your size, all you have to do is sign up for their email alerts and they'll email you. Plus it gives you a 10% off coupon. And then every single order that you place, it gets free shipping. Every single order, which I think is so cool. With that being said, I'm also a part with like the boutique stuff. There's so many groups that I'm a part of where I can see different women, all different sizes, shapes, heights, weights, like you name it, breast sizes, like anything and everything. I have a group, access to a group where women, you know, all sorts, all ages, are sharing themselves wearing the products, wearing the boutique clothes, and what their measurements are. That way, if you ever needed help ordering, I can help you. Like, I have plenty of resources to go in and help you. And if you've ever been a customer of mine, you know that I love helping you. I love helping, period. But especially my customers. So, you know, if you, I mean, you're obviously allowed to just go in and order whenever you want, but if you needed specific help with questions or whatever, I'm all yours. So I thought that was crazy. Like, I just couldn't believe it's the middle of the month and I had over $400 in sales and something that I just kind of dabble with. I'll post in my VIP group, like, and I didn't want to create two different because again, like, pharmacy is my main thing. But I'll post in my VIP group mainly when we have some restocks that I think are cute. I don't even post every time that they do restocks because it is what it is. But when I think that the stuff is cute or other people might like it, I'll post it in there, and that's that. So far, everyone's really loving their products that they've got. And I have a couple things. I have a sweater and a bralette that I know that I've gone live in here or on my Facebook and talked about before. Those are both from the boutique. In the, like, they sent me a little starter kit and I got a pair of their leggings. Those are really comfortable and like super secure. I don't know if Megan is still on here. Megan is also an affiliate. She has rose gold leopard print leggings and swears that they are, or I think I don't know, something about Zaya. Like, they're supposed to be comparable to Zaya, but I think ours are like $30 or $40 instead of 60 or 70. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I just grabbed another shirt just before I hopped on here. I had placed it more. So anything that I do have so far, I really, really like it. I think it's super cute. It's obviously sweater season, so I haven't really gotten carried away with ordering a bunch of sweaters. I almost did because we were going to go home for the holidays just like we do every November. My last one because I was pregnant. But we're staying home this year, so if we would have been going home, I was going to order a few more sweaters from the boutique because they're so freaking cute, but I'm in Florida, so this right here, this cardigan, it's like as thin as paper. This is as wintry as I get. And I wear it any chance that I can. So I think it's like high 60s out right now, so of course I'm wearing it. But yeah, that's everything. If you are just hopping on, please go back and watch the beginning of this because the message that I shared is so good. So good. And I'll be posting this to my YouTube channel as well. I don't really post all these to YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, subscribe to my channel.